just left Abbott Lane, and we're here because of the complaints in the roads, and I'll eventually show you exactly what we're talking about. These have been in effect for some time, a long time before I got in the position that I have, but I understand your fear, understand your frustrations, because you're paying taxes and your roads should be fixed. However, we all know that the governor has not approved any MFT funds and road works, because actually, at a meeting that I've attended in transportation, they're looking, Chicago, Illinois, the state of Illinois, is looking for over $15 million to do our roads. But we're trying to satisfy you the best that we possibly can. So I'm making some adjustments, because it should not look in this deplorable condition. No, my street does not look like this, because my house was built in 1997. However, this is something that should have been maintained many years ago. But that's okay, we're working on it now. And here with me is our engineer, Robinson Engineers, and some of our workers that are doing this. So can you explain exactly how we're doing this and what we're doing?
Sure, thank you, Mayor. I appreciate the opportunity just to kind of explain what's happening. Basically, I'm the village engineer representative for University Park, and right now we're trying to get a few of these streets done. As the mayor mentioned before, it's in really bad shape. Right now we have a couple of folks from our Geocon material testing services that are doing pavement for us to determine the composition of the existing pavement. And why don't you kind of explain kind of what this drill is for and kind of what you guys are doing?
We're just taking pavement cores, and they're going to analyze them at the lab, and we take samples of the subgrade below the asphalt. I'll analyze that too, and then I'll get back to the village and let them know what they see.
So I'm actually working on the plan specifications and estimates now. Hopefully we can get some of these roads done before the end of this year's out. That's our plan. So we're actually fast tracking these streets, because this is one of the worst streets in the area. But we do have a 5-year program that we're looking at. So eventually, a lot of these residential streets will see improvement, and you'll see this big rig out here starting in 2019 and going forward. Mayor has taken this very seriously, and we are putting this in the 5-year plan, and we're looking forward to making these improvements. So it's a pleasure being here.
Thank you, Ernest. And that's what I mean. The fact that I don't have a problem with you complaining to me. I need to know. I'm not everywhere all day, every day. But I need to know this. This is unacceptable. I rode this street. I'm on this street. And it is very, very bad. Miss Rogers called me from Abbott, and she was so upset, and I totally understood her, because I would feel the same way. But what we need to do is, we love our village, we want to keep it clean, we want to keep it going, and in order to do that, I asked them to help me out. Where can we find some funding? What can we do in our community funds to make this happen for the residents of University Park? You should not be treated like that. You never should have been treated like that as well. Now, anytime you see appreciation starting, let me know. Feel free to call the office, 708-473-6423, because I am your friend, I am your mayor, I am concerned. I am passionate on everything, every concern that you have. When you have projects coming about the trees, we're going to continue to do that. We just found out a grant for that we just received, and those trees, what the trees will do, we're going to have every tree that we take down, they're going to give us 2 to plant. So we're looking for things are happening here at University Park. I just had another meeting today that we're presenting Tuesday night at our board meeting. So please stay involved, give me a call, and we can still have committees that we're looking for volunteers. And now we're going to show you exactly some of the things, the street and the resistance and how it looks right now. And we do have some people in our public works department that are right now currently pulling the drains off and cleaning the drains out, so the garbage does not back up. So please follow me and see what the conditions of the streets are right now. And this is why the people have complaints, and I totally understand it. Thank you.
The top layer of the pavement has deteriorated, and that's why you're getting a lot of standing water. This is supposed to be pitched to the drainage structure that's a little further down to the east.
Down here.
Right. And so this is the reason why you want to make sure that your roads, see all this patching, Public Works have had to come out and patch some of the really bad areas, especially by the driveway. And Over the winter time, once these holes open up, it gets even worse. So that's the reason why you want to take the pavement cores. It's what those gentlemen are doing there for Geocon. And we want to look at the pavement all the way down to the aggregate, to the stone. So in our design, we're going to rebuild everything up to the top surface and probably even come a little higher to make sure the water runs properly.
Okay.
And we're going to re-pitch all of this too, so we won't have any standing water.
Okay.
Chances are the base underneath is probably not bad shape, but the surface course just has not been taken. The top layer of the street has not been addressed yet.
Right.
So what we're going to do?
How many years about? 20?
Oh, it had to be at least 20, 25 years, it looks like.
Right.
So we're going to take the whole top surface. This is called hot mix asphalt. As you know, you can see the airline cracking, the standing water, and some of it is totally gone. Right. So there's only so much patching we can do before we actually have to start addressing it. And if you let it go any further, we'll be looking at reconstructing the whole street, which is even more expensive.
Right. I think that I was talking about, we did get we had got a hot box. You know, we were talking about the patching, and then our director told us that we need one for the hot box or whatever they bought the truck, so it can be more permanent as this. Now, I have to do something. They have to come and need to do these holes until everything is done, because this is a tire. That's a tire right there going in, and I don't want that, and that's unacceptable to me. So again, I want the people to know, calm, let this stuff, don't let it get in this condition. You know, we need to do better, and that's what comes into our department. That's why we had a real good meeting with when we had our retreat with our department heads, and we had a retreat with all of board members and department heads. Most of them were there, but it was really good for them to know how we feel and what we're doing.
Well, Mayor, preventative maintenance is very important, and not just the streets, the sewers too as well. Cleaning, lining, televising. One of the things you don't want is backup material to get in the storm sewers. Same thing with the Sandra and Blackhawk project. You want to make sure that that's cleaned out. So preventative maintenance and putting these streets on a rotational program should be a top priority for Public Works to be able to do that.
Now, what I did today, they were coming by today, and I'm having them right now this morning as we speak. They're going by with the truck and they're taking the sewers, they're cleaning the sewers out now. We had a water main break yesterday on Sandra and Blackhawk, and it's really a bad condition, but it's ironic that Aqua is doing check testing this week as well. So I don't know where we're at with that yet, but that's being going right now with our Public Works. But I do, and it's a thing that I have a project, and I told Public Works, this is what you do. You have a schedule of what you're doing, from cutting the trees to sweeping the roads and then it comes back also with our shovels, when we're shoveling snow in the winter. I said, do not put that blade too close to the ground, because as Mr. Lovelace was telling us, we're here in front of his home, and he was saying he noticed that you can't go too fast and you can't put the blade too close because you're removing the asphalt. So that's what the training is, and I have also talked to people at Prairie State. There's some programs now that I asked our Public Works Director to assign and talk to his workers to see which area would they like to go into: engineering, carpentry, maintenance, welding, whatever. It's a scholarship right now that's going on free. So I want our people to take advantage of that so that they can go into that, and then we can stop outsourcing so much, and we can tell our Public Works, oh, we need this done, and then we'll have the skill sets to get that done. So they're happy about that, and we want them to continue to do it until they have even more money. How you doing, sir? That's what we're doing, and I'm really happy about that right now. So we're trying to get these streets in a condition that we can get it better and get it filled up.
Well, again, Mayor, like I was stating, I'm actually putting together the plans to get these streets completed. I know it's toward the end of the year, but the good thing is the contractors aren't as busy as they normally have been in the past. So we're going to try and get these two streets on, get them bid, get about to bid.
And the two streets are Abbott and
Amherst. Yes.
Thank you. Those are
the worst ones in the area. So we want to get those done by the beginning part of November. So we're going to get it out fast, and we're going to have the contractor out. We're going to have our pre-construction meeting. Once these core samples come back, it'll determine how much of the asphalt will need to be removed probably because of this condition. I'm probably going to have to take it all the way down to the aggregate stone. Remove all of it and build it back up again. Do drainage structure adjustments and any type of curb work that needs to be done too as well, where it's holding water. Same thing on the other street as well. Again, starting in 2019, we're going to ride all of these streets with the permission of the mayor's administration, and we're going to prepare a large map that's going to basically have all of the streets rated, and then from that point we'll be able to put a dollar amount to how much it's going to cost to repair those, and then we'll prioritize them at that point.
We've just discovered, talking to one of our neighbors, lustrous neighbors in the Village of University Park, Mr. Joe Lovelace, just informed us that he told Mr. Ernest that Roberts that he said, how long has this been been built? He moved here in 1983. This was put here in, what did he say?
In 1983.
In 1983, and it hasn't been touched or maintained since. So that's the issues that I'm talking about. We need to maintain, as Mr. Ernest Roberts said, you have to maintain things, just like you have to maintain your home, you have to maintain your body, you have to maintain the streets and every environment that we have too. So just a FYI, that's what we're doing. And that's why we no longer will have anything 50 years almost before we maintain or do anything. That's unacceptable. So thank you again, residents of University Park.